Hi guys, it's Isa. It's quarantine week number, I don't know. Hashtag staying at home, hashtag working from home, hashtag going crazy from home. I thought I'd make a video for you guys of my Zen-inspired, Asian-inspired front yard island that I made last year. Even though primarily I make videos of succulents, indoor, outdoor, but I thought this would be kind of cool. So the general shape of the island is, as you can see, a kidney. One end of it is anchored by a Japanese maple, and that is the only deciduous plant on the island. In the winter, it provides beautiful structure because of its trunk and branches. In the summer, it leaves out with beautiful burgundy leaves. It kind of creates a mop. I try to prune it so that the structure of the trunk is visible in the summer as well. I pruned last year. I don't think I'll prune this year. I gave it a pretty hard prune. On the other end of the island, you can see it is anchored by a blue star juniper on standard. It's a beautiful plant. Purchased at Lowe's at a great deal, very proud of it. In case you're wondering what on standard means, is that it was a regular blue star juniper, like these little clump junipers planted throughout the island, except that it has been grafted onto a trunk. So there you go. This trunk will not grow, just the top part. A big part of this island is the hardscape. I have a trio of rocks right here. They are sort of a trio because of the Zen concept of rock placement. The central rock in particular is my favorite. It reminds me of those rocks in Japanese paintings, kind of the scalloped rocks with water pouring over them. So that is not bird poo. That is the actual veining in the rock. Just wanted to clarify that. So some of the other plants that I chose, my main criteria were that the plants be minimal maintenance, evergreen, and waterwise. That was the goal, so that this is supposed to look good all year long and every season. Some individual plants that I will point out to you is there are approximately sorry guys, 8 or so regular blue star junipers, not on standard, planted here. This is spreading ground cover, very slow growing, so eventually they will get much larger, but it'll take years. Right here is a Cavitine dwarf Andromeda. It is a gorgeous plant. It keeps its leaves year round. It's kind of like a miniature philodendron, for lack of a better comparison, leaf-wise. And in the spring, it has beautiful lily of the valley-like flowers that it sets the previous year. So these are, some of them are on the way out, but look at this just gorgeous pop of color this time of year. Another key plant on the island is a miniature mountain laurel. Mountain laurels are native to my state of Connecticut. This one is a dwarf form, which is not native, but the native ones get really huge, so I was forced to purchase a dwarf form. Some cool features of this plant: it's also evergreen. You can see that the trunk and then kind of the branches are leaning, so I kind of like this weird structure. It gets beautiful flowers later in May. You can see it's already, the buds are set from last year. They are star-shaped. They are white with delicate light pink edges. Really, they put on a gorgeous show. I will probably take some Instagram pictures once that happens. And then the last key 2 plants that I selected are dwarf pines of 2 varieties. The first one is a dwarf white pine. This one gets approximately 4 feet high, 5 feet wide. It's slow growing again, so it will take a while. Long needles, gorgeous. The way pines grow is, see these little, they're called candles over here. Later in the spring and early summer, these will pretty much result in new growth of these little fluffy branch thingies. If I want to slow down the growth, I will prune the candles in half. However, at this point, I have no desire to restrict the rate of growth, so I will let it go. The other pine that I planted is a dwarf mugo pine. This is a little bit more of a compact needle, and you can see the candles on this one as well. And again, I will not be pruning the candles this year. This one grows a little bit lower than the white pine, and probably also about 4 to 5 feet wide. So what does this mean? As these pines get bigger, I will have to assess the other plantings, namely the blue star junipers, as well as the few perennials that I have here, and some of them will be rehomed based on the growth rate of the pines. The 2 perennials that I have here is, I have a little blue stem grass. It is gorgeous. It is a perennial grass. I have cut it back just recently. It creates great winter interest because it browns, but it keeps its shape throughout the winter. In the spring and summer, it grows into this beautiful bluish purplish tall plume. The grass is a fast grower, so this clump will increase. You can already see some green in it. Let me see if I can find some here. Some new growth that is coming in for this year. So this may need to be rehomed sooner rather than later, especially as the pines grow. The other perennial that I chose for the island is a dianthus. I actually rescued it from a neighbor's yard. They were getting rid of it. In the winter, this is pretty much a clump of this color. It has started letting out new growth. It will start flowering, and it will produce these little magenta flowers that look like miniature carnations. So a gorgeous pop of color. I hope this can remain on the island for a while also, but however, it is an aggressive spreader. And again, the most important 2 pieces of plant material here are the 2 pines, and they will dictate who stays and who goes. But it will not go to waste. It'll just get rehomed to somewhere else in the garden. So that is pretty much my island. Oh, and the mulch I used is a very natural mulch blend. I really like the mulch look. It's really funny because critters dig in here. Some critters try to use it as a bathroom, so to speak, which outrages me. I always pick that stuff up and dispose of it appropriately, and I tell the creatures never to do it again. They don't listen. So there you go. And this is also designed to look well 360 degrees no matter where you would look from. So this is a view from the sidewalk as you walk towards the front door. This is a view from the driveway, and then over here, this is kind of the view that people see if they drive the car into my driveway. And then if I look from the windows of the house, you can see. So it's pretty much designed to just look really nice no matter what angle you tackle. So this is, I'm right now on the front steps of my house, and this is kind of the view of the island from my bedroom window. And this is the view of the island from my living room window, more or less. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe, doing well. I'm gonna try to put out more videos about succulents, outdoor rock garden, indoor succulents. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.